Hello, my name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. Welcome. So I'm back today with another scrap bin make. So it is getting there. My scrap bin is getting better. Today, this is the pieces I've pulled from my scrap bin. Some time back, I was given some card blanks. Now, I don't use card blanks because I make all my own card bases. And these are a really weird size. I mean, they probably work better in inches, but because I work in centimeters, they measure, well, see this, they're all different sizes because this one is 13. Well, it's 13 by 12.8. So they are very flimsy as well. They are not thick at all. You couldn't do much with them, but I've got them and I wanted to use them. So this is my plan. This is what I've been making. So I haven't made one of these in forever, but this is what they call a pinwheel card, I believe. This is the pinwheel, and literally all of that is just scrap pieces out of my bin, out of my scrap bin. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I've got this weird card blank, and I think I'm going to make it into a square. So I've got nothing prepped. We'll go straight in. So let's make this so it measures 12.5. Sorry if I've jogged you. Did I jog you? It's because I've got to use my big guillotine. Right, so I've cut that down to 12.5 centimeters now. So are you going to fit? You are. I have got a scrap piece of yellow, so I'm going to cut this down to 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So that's that layer there. Then I'm going to do this purple because I've got more of this. 12 by 12, hope. No, 11.5 by 11.5. 11.5 by 11.5. Right, so that's my matte and layer pieces. So I'm just going to glue those down first. That's pretty side as well, isn't it? Right. So pop that one on there like that. I'll just pop that on there. Right, so that's my card base done. Then I want 2 pieces of my coloured card. Now these measure 7 centimeters. That's the size I'm doing mine, but you can make these any size you like, and there is lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to make these pinwheel cards. But I'm going to do 2 pieces that are 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters. I'm going to pop them to one side for a minute. 7 by 7. Right, and then we need to cut our paper pieces. Let me glue those together. So the idea is that you have, I'm just going to use my grid mat. So I'm going to line that up on there, and the idea is you have one that is facing as a square, and then the other one you glue on top in the diamond position. Yes, directly in the center. So I'm just going to add glue in the center of there and use my grid mat because I know this is 7, so I know I've got to line this up with 3.5 on my grid mat. So that's 3.5. Glue those 2 pieces together to give you that shape. Okay, right, then you need your pattern paper pieces need to be 3 centimeters. So I need 4 of one and 4 of the other. So let me cut that on a straight edge because that's got a bit of a gnarly edge. So I want 4 pieces, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. So I want 4 pieces of one pattern. And then I'm going to use this pretty bird paper. And then I want 4 pieces of that one. And I'm just trying now to find different ways of using up my scrap pieces. So the idea is I'm going to keep mine in this position for a minute. Now, your first piece, you only want to glue one side of it. You only want to glue one side, because when the other side, you need to be able to tuck. So you start off at the top there. You leave a border, got a tiny little border there. This side is not glued down because when you come round, you need to be able to tuck that last piece in. So just glue one side down of your first piece. Then you take your next piece and you can glue all of that one. And then that one goes in there. That one's got a gnarly bit on it. Can you see what I'm doing? Do I need to come in the middle a bit? So that's my next piece. Then my next piece. All the time leaving that little border on these edges here. You want to try and equal it out the same if you can. Next one. Oh, I think I'm going to cover my bird up now anyway, so. Next one. Did I cut enough? Yeah, just. Okay. And these are really quick. You can make really quick cards this way, but they're so effective. Like I say, lovely way to use up scraps out of your scrap bin. My scrap bin is ridiculous. Right, now this last one, so you glue it all. I glued all of it. This time it goes over the top of this one in here, but underneath this one. So remember, we didn't glue that down, so you pop that in there like that. Pop it under that one. Just shimmy that into place. And now you can add glue to the underside of that one there. Just pop a bit of glue under there. How pretty is that? Isn't that pretty? Right, so then I'm going to put a little belly band in the, oh, sticky, little band in the centre because I've got all this left. Oh, let's get rid of those little tiny pieces out of the way. Right, so this now measures 11.5. So I want, what do you measure? You might as well use that. Oh, look at that, see? So this piece here measures 2 centimetres by 12. So it's the width of my coloured card. So then I'm going to use this one because it's the opposite. So this one needs to be 1.5 by 11.5. I'm just going to glue that on there. I'm going to put that in the middle of my card. roughly in the centre. And then I'm going to just put this on foam pads to give it some dimension. I'm going to put a little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom there. Oh, sticking to me. This tape, it comes with foam pads and a reel of tape. The foam pads are fantastic, but the tape is super sticky. But I have to use it because otherwise it's so wasteful if you don't. Right, so I'm just going to pop that. I'm going to put it so that the purple ones are running through my border there. Right, so in the centre of there, like that. Okay, and then I've got happy birthday on my stamp. What I thought I'd do is I might make a pack of these up. Is that white card here? What I thought I might do is do a few and then make them up in packs. I need a piece of white. I've been rummaging through this poor scrapping this morning. I must have an odd piece. There we go. So scrap piece of white. Some black ink. Let's just stamp this happy birthday quickly. Okay. Just give that a couple of minutes to do its thing. Right. Right, so that is 1.5. Is that no? Are you? No. We will do. I've got some there. Is that long enough? Yeah. So this piece. So this is 1.5 by, let's say, 7.3. So I want this at 2 by 7.8. 7.8. You can embellish these as much as you like, but I just thought these would make really simple, quick cards. If you needed a card in a hurry, but like I say, more importantly, it's just using up the scraps in your scrap bin. Mine is definitely getting better. Right, I'll pop a piece of my very sticky tape on the back of there. And I'm going to pop that straight through the middle. I mean, if you didn't want to put sentiment on, maybe you could make a flower and put on the middle there to hide that space in the middle. I'm just going to put a sentiment line. Oh, I did a white border on that one. Never mind. And there we go. How pretty is that? I think that's so pretty. I think they're so pretty and very easy to make. So I hope you give it a go. And I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.